Well, South Africa is set to host its first BRICS Summit as the newest member of this group of developing economies comprising Brazil, Russia, India and China. As the Durban meeting approaches later this month, the question in South Africa is, what will this do for the country and the continent? VOA's Anita Powell reports from Johannesburg.
South Africa is the smallest economy in BRICS, but expects that its membership will mean big things for this country and for Africa.
Our ties are historic.
South African Foreign Minister Mashibane notes her nation has long had economic and cultural ties to several of the BRICS nations, notably India and China. South Africa joined the group in 2011, expecting it would strengthen the nation's position globally and offset the great influence wielded by traditional Western powers. Analyst Lyal heads the Center for Dynamic Markets at the Gordon Institute of Business Studies. He says that while South Africa may not technically belong in this elite group, it is the continent's powerhouse and provides a gateway to African markets.
It's an opportunity for South Africa to really punch above its weight in global fora and to really engage with the global agenda at the very highest level and to drive the economic and political future of the developing world.
Shopkeeper Zubair Ismail gets all of his goods from India and China. But if he had the chance to address the BRICS members, he says he'd make a surprising request.
Basically, the main thing would be is to stop imports from China, India, or wherever, and try and rebuild our manufacturing locally, because that would increase employment and it would also give everyone a scope from manufacturing to wholesaling to retailing locally.
Across town at the city's oldest Chinese store, business is good. The store has deep ties to the local community and has been going strong for 60 years. Owner King Pon says BRICS is unlikely to change that.
People are very capitalistic. I don't really think you need your major BRIC government agreements for people to do business. Where there's money, people will flock.
Critics say that BRICS is not a new dynamic, just another form of colonialism that allows rich nations to exploit Africa. Academic Patrick Bond says BRICS will be disastrous for the continent.
It's extraction that is so devastating to environment and to people. And what BRICS, it looks like it's trying to do is make that more formal and legitimate and even more fluid with more finance.
BRICS governments would argue that finance is the key to counter-exploitation, and they plan to use the summit to unveil their own development bank to benefit the African continent and beyond. Anita Powell, VOA News, Johannesburg.